Hello and welcome to this tutorial. Today we'll be talking about and showing you how to search Twitter results using some Python NLP libraries. So let's jump right in. The libraries that we need, first of all, is the pattern library. This is a good NLP Python library to search things on the web such as Twitter and Google. Below I have the example of what it would look like if you wanted to work with Google instead of Twitter. We're not going to be using pandas. I forgot to take that out. We are going to be generating a word cloud based on what we find in our search results, and also using matplotlib to display the word cloud. So let's jump into the code. We have this engine object which comes from um, our Twitter pattern library, and then index ID. This will be used to make sure that we are only saving out unique tweets and then we don't have any duplicates. This tweets list is where we'll save all of the results. And then this last used is something that I will explain a little bit later. So let's jump right in. We're going to loop through this piece of code 7 times. That's an arbitrary number that you can play with depending on the parameters here and how many results you are wanting to get back. So here's another loop within the loop. So we'll be going through this 7 times, and each time we're going to be calling engine.search and searching for Kevin Durant. I like basketball, and there's a lot of talk about Kevin Durant lately, so I decided to do Kevin Durant. Last use is where to start each of the iterations. So basically, you can save out where the iteration ended so that the next time it knows where to start. So you're not starting from the same place each time and getting back the same results. 25 is how many tweets are being saved, or I guess searched for and found for each of these loops. And then cached, we are not caching the information. Basically here with this condition, we're just making sure that it's not the tweet that we're looking at is not an empty string, and that we haven't, and right here that we haven't already saved it out. If we haven't, we're going to print some information, and then we're going to save it to our tweet string so that we can use it later. Here we add to the index ID variable so that we can use it up here to avoid having duplicates. And here's the last use that I've talked about, and that's going to go up here so that it will know to start where the previous iteration ended off. And then I added this break in here just to kind of keep the search under control. I don't want it to go over 200. So we'll see how many unique tweets we can find. I'll go ahead and run that. You can see that we have a lot of results coming back. In this case, it found 34. This is something that you just have to play with. You can either add more specific things to search for or make it less specific. I guess this is about as unspecific as you can make it. But anyhow, we got 34 results back. So from those results, we're going to take the, sorry to keep scrolling back and forth. We're going to go to this tweets list. We're going to create a word cloud out of it. But before that, we're going to move some of the stop words, which are words that are basically meaningless. We do this with a library called Spacy. And so basically, I'll create this variable that contains, it's a list of all the predefined Spacy stop words. And then I'm going to go through the tweets list and save out a new list that has all of the words in the list that were not one of the Spacy stop words. So then I'm going to convert it to a string and put a space in between each item in the list. And with that string, I'm going to generate a new word cloud and then display it with my with various settings from matplotlib. So I'll run that, and there we have it. You can see there's a lot of words that sound very basketball-y, and there's a lot of talk about trade recently. So if you're familiar with it, you'll see some words that sort of go along with the conversations that have been going on. Well, there you have it. Thank you.